Alright, so it looks like we're gonna be doing a cooking video today, but we are not. We're gonna spice some things up. So as you may know, we are moving, and I noticed that I kind of had a lot of candles that had been burned, like were not fresh candles, that only had a little bit left, and I kind of have a lot of them. So I wanted to show you guys today how to get the most out of your candles and kind of make it your own custom one too. So you don't have to use like already burned candles, you can use whatever you want. So I'm going to give you a few options and show you guys how to make a candle. Okay, so if you guys see right here, I have a bowl. It has some water in it that I can't show you without spilling. And the main thing you want is a big bowl. It doesn't matter how much water is in it, really. Well, it kind of does. Like, you don't want it too full because you don't want it to overflow, because then you also need something else. So I got this thing on Amazon. It's a wax melter. I'll link it below. I think you can use whatever though. And so I'm gonna boil this water, or at least get it like kind of hot. Then I'm gonna put this in it. So you need to make sure that you have a pot that's big enough to hold all your wax. And the thing for your wax, you kind of need to be kind of big, because wax melts down really thin, or like small, but it kind of starts off big. So I'm gonna turn this on. Let that get going. It's a little toasty in here. Wow, that did so much. Here are a few options of different waxes you can use, things I had around my house. I'm trying to pare down. So it worked out for me to kind of just use everything I had. Wow, that's already getting hot. Okay, so one, I have this candle and it looks beautiful, but it's broken. And so if I were to light this, once it got waxy, like the wax would spill out, and I'm not trying to have a mess. So we're gonna use this. Then I have these little cubes. I actually have them in two different scents, but these are actually meant to go into a wax melter to like make your house smell good. They're made by Glade. They smell amazing. Oh my god. So I have this one, which is the apple cider one, and this one, which is the fern. So I'm gonna make a Christmassy candle, and then I'm also gonna make kind of like a fresh scent one. So over the past few weeks, every time I burn a candle and I can't like relight it, you know, when it gets to that stage, I've been collecting them and just scooping them out and putting them in here. This one is a Christmassy scent from Bath & Body Works from like a year ago. So I need to get rid of it. And so it comes like this. And if you take it out, it has 4. So you're meant to like break it apart into little triangles. So I'm gonna add that to my Christmas little, ooh, shit. So this is gonna be my Christmas scent. Here is one that I've crushed up once it was burned, and that's kind of what it looks like. And it seems like it's getting hot, so I guess we could start. These ones that come in the 4s, break it up into pieces, because you don't want like a full candle. Like if I just pour this in, it wouldn't work. Like it would take so long to melt down. So the smaller the pieces, the better. And then this is just literally a cumulative of, I don't know, 5 or 6, maybe more candles. So now that that's all in there, I'm gonna let that start to melt down. I have this one that is still, see, you can't light that anymore. The wick is just too low. So let's see, okay. Yeah, you can see, I go just with a knife around the edge. Kind of cut it up, try to just, you know, scrape it out there. So now it's nice and broken up, and we're just gonna add that to our mixture. Y'all, I don't mess around with this. I try to get every last drop. Nothing is going to waste in this house. So something that I've noticed is like you could just, I've done this before where I just took like all of the candles I had and put them all in. The problem with that is like if you're doing floral scents and also like woodsy scents and spicy scents and like all of these different things, it starts to get a little of a mixture, muddy smell. Not like mud, but like, you know, not a clear smell. So that's why I'm trying to like separate it to do like more fruity and like, I guess girly, and then also Christmas scent, because I want it to be like a really pretty scent at the end. Cool, so now these two are trash. I'm gonna start to break this one up. So I'm literally just like cutting into it. You can't really cut through the wax with a knife, so you just kind of cut around it. Here it is. I told you guys nothing gets left behind, and I was not joking. Okay, cool. So you could technically actually reuse this wick if you wanted to make a short candle, but we're not going to do that. This green, dark, black color, but it's just melting away. That's like all of the candles I had melted. We've used 3 like empty ones in this video. You can also buy this. So right now we do have a decent amount of wax in there, but I don't think it's enough. So this is just like unscented wax. Let's pour this wax in. Oh wait, I feel like it's already gone. Tip, if you get wax in the like hot bowl, you then will have wax all over your pot. So try to avoid that. So we're gonna talk about the next stage of the candle making process as this is melting. We have another one here. So you can use glass for your candle holder. So another thing you get are these like wicks. You kind of need wicks. So realistically all you would have to buy is the wicks. You can pick them up from Michael's or you can order them on Amazon. And so they come out like this with this little like metal thing here, and then these ones are nice and tall so you can do whatever size like height. And so you can't use hot glue because you're pouring hot wax, so it will melt. But it comes with like these little sticky things. So you just pop these out and stick them. So you're just sticking that on like that on one side. They're double sticky, and then you just pull the other side off, and then you just like stick it down. Okay, so once you have your wick stuck, you see these don't stand up straight. So obviously we're not gonna have a candle that has wicks like all the way up here, but you do not want to cut these until the end because you're gonna need to kind of use the wicks to like wrap around, you'll see. Basically, the goal is to just make sure that the wick is gonna stay straight up in the wax, because if it moves, like you can't like, you know, use it. So you don't have to use forks, you can kind of use whatever you find works for you. I've tried like pencils and stuff and wrapping it around a pencil. It just doesn't seem to stay that tight for me. So I like to just do forks. You know? So now we are gonna take this out of the water. You can see the liquid in there, and then you're just gonna pour it in. We're just gonna take this and pour it in. Great, woo! To get wax off of your hands, use dish soap, and that usually helps. Oh, this is so pretty, I have to show you. Look at that bad boy. So you can kind of see it just melting. all those colors mixing together. It melts fast though, and this is literally on the lowest setting. If we turn it up, look at it's already melting so fast. So that'll take like a minute or two. For this holiday one, we're gonna just use a mason jar. These are my favorite. You can get them in any size. We don't have that much wax in here, so, and if you saw, this was like full of the cubes, so we're gonna need a little bit more. So I am gonna use this is just like a filler. It's great for a filler. Ooh, that was a little much. I'm so happy I'm doing this in a white sweater. Who's ready for the holidays? We're gonna bust some tunes. I'm excited for this like fake Christmas tree and a candle. I think it'll be great. Okay, so because this one is a little different, now once you place it, like it's really ideal to like push it down. This one was very clean, so I have a little advantage. But I'm just using like, I don't know how to show you this. Okay, I'm using a knife to just go in and just like really make sure it is nice and secure so that it doesn't lift up. Okay, because I poured everything in at once, whereas the first one I just like did little droplets, it kind of clumps together, so it's taking longer to melt down. So I'm just going in with a knife and just separating it a little bit. So if you have a whole bunch of candles that you don't like the scent, or if you're smelling it and you're not like loving the scent that you have, you can go in with a essential oil. Hello. So I just have peppermint here. I'm loving this, but I think peppermint would make it a little bit more Christmassy, you know? So I'm just gonna add in like a few drops of this, and you can kind of do however strong you want it to be. Oh my god, that smells literally like a peppermint candy cane mixed with apple cider, mixed with like a Christmas tree. Hello? Giving me all of those Christmassy vibes. Okay, so I think it's perfect how it is. If you guys see here, we have the fork, and it has wax on the other one, but it's just the wick is right in between the little fork thing, and it's resting, and look, it's nice and straight, so it will harden and you don't have to worry about it. If you notice, both of them are very dark. They will like harden and solidify much later. You do want to be careful when you pour it not to hit the edges too much. Like I kind of made a mistake right here, and so you can like see where I made a mistake, but oh well, it'll burn and it'll look fine. But that's it. So we took probably like 15 candles, turned it into 2. I don't know if you can tell, but there's like, it's starting to turn this like light reddish pink color at the bottom. It's hardening. And over here, you can see it's like whitish green. So it is starting to harden. I'll see you guys once these bad babies are hard. Okay guys, so we are back. It is the next day. I wanted to make sure that all of the wax fully settled down and got hard. And so I just So by the time I was home and everything was good, it was pretty late at night, so I wanted to show you guys today. We ended up with these 2 mint blue ones. Do you guys remember how, well, obviously you remember because you just watched it 5 seconds ago, but if you noticed when we poured it, it was so dark, almost like a blackish green, but this is the color, here. The last step of this process. This one actually turned out really great in the middle, but it's very long still, so you just go in with a pair of scissors and you cut it wherever you think is good. Obviously, you don't want to cut it too short. You still want to be able to light it, so that's where I cut it. It came out really nicely, nice and even in the middle, and I actually love this color. The smell is amazing. So if you guys remember at the beginning of the video, I talked about how we were gonna like pick scents that kind of matched each other. So I made sure to use all of the like Christmassy warm scents and put it into the fall candle, and I used all the summer floral scents in this one. So the color turned out awesome, the scent turned out so good. So we're gonna light these bad boys up. before we do that, I wanted to show you guys this guy, the third candle. So this is what the second one I did, and I wanted to do like Christmassy and like fall-y, you know, cozy, snuggle up with the blanket and light this candle. The smell is unreal, okay? It literally smells like apple cider mixed with a fireplace mixed with a little bit of Christmas tree, okay? Like literally what you will smell in your house during Christmas. So I gotta cut this wick. Also, when I poured it, it was a little too short, but I didn't want to like pour it back in and remix it, so I just let it be. I'm gonna cut this. Here, I'll show you guys. Just go in and snip. I'm totally okay with this brown color here. That is it. These are the 3 candles I ended up with, and honestly, I'm so happy with them. These are 3 full candles. Like, you would go to Marshall's and pay $12, like 7 to like 15 bucks for a candle like this, and they're made out of wax we would have otherwise thrown away. Like, literally unusable candles. They couldn't light again, and we were just gonna throw them in the trash. So it's so inexpensive, and it's a great way to reduce your waste and reuse and recycle and save some money. So I think it's a great trick. I think it's so fun. Everyone should do it in their house. I don't know why everyone's wasting that like little rim of candle wax at the bottom. So if you guys like this video and you want to see more tips and tricks, if you guys are interested in recycling or reusing and upcycling things, if you guys are into sustainability, then leave in the comments if you want to see more stuff like that. The zero waste thing is very popular right now, and I am trying to get on board, okay? So if you guys are interested in learning more about that and you want to see some more videos, then leave in the comments. Let me know some ideas that you have. We're gonna do the ultimate test. We are gonna light these bad boys up. Look at that. Look. Oh. Wait, oh, that's a good thumbnail, huh? Aww. Okay, well, lights. Let's try that again. Okay, round 2. Should we like the small one or the big one? Are you joking? I keep blowing them out. They work. Okay, so this is beautiful. I actually love the height of this, and I don't know, it's a vibe, okay? I am happy to decorate with this. I'm happy to smell it. It smells delicious, giving me all of those warm and cozy, Christmassy vibes. Let's see it in the dark, okay? Look how pretty. Oh, I'm so happy. Wow. Okay, I'm really gonna burn my face. Okay, when you light this, it literally smells so amazing. This is putting me in a cozy, cuddly mood, so I'm gonna go get wrapped up in a blanket. Don't forget to give it a like and subscribe down below,